Will the Bengals take down the Colts, improve to 7-6 on the season, and keep their playoff hopes alive? Hi again, everyone. I'm James Rapien. Welcome into Cincinnati Bengals Talk and happy game day. Getting set to head down to Paycor Stadium in just a few. Wanted to get this game day report out to you as soon as possible. And, well, it's going to be a chilling one on the banks of the Ohio at Paycor Stadium. But this Bengals team, they're trying to, well, take out, cool off. Andrew Foxmiller is going to love this. Cool off a hot Indianapolis Colts team. The Colts have won 4 straight games going into today's game. Meanwhile, the Bengals, they won last week. They snapped a 3-game losing streak, and now they're trying to put together a winning streak of their own. So we'll see if they can do that. This is such a huge game from a playoff seeding perspective, from a tiebreaker perspective, from an AFC playoff picture perspective when it comes to the Bengals, because they only have 2 AFC wins. They need AFC wins. This would be a direct win over a team that they're competing with for a wild card spot in the AFC playoff race. And so getting a win today, it's way more important than next week. It's more important than last week with the Jags. And it's certainly a game that the Bengals realistically have to have. I think they have to win 4 out of the next 5 to get in and to be confident that they're going to get in. Maybe a 9-8 team gets in. I'm not sure the Bengals will have the tiebreakers to take advantage of that and be that team. So I think 10 wins is the key. One of those wins has to come today at Paycor Stadium. And this is a capable Colts defense. And that's why I look at this Bengals defense and I say, all right, well, if the Colts are getting after Jake Browning, they have a good pass rush. If they've been better in run defense, they're getting a key run stopper back today. If those things happen for the Colts, can this defense answer? Can this defense respond? You're at home. You want to get the crowd involved early. You want to find ways to hit on some explosive plays. But this defense can't play the way it did on Monday Night Football if they're going to win. Gardner Minshew will make plays, and Michael Pittman Jr. and Alec Pierce. We saw Alec Pierce last week. And they have guys, Zach Moss at running back, even though Jonathan Taylor is out. So it's such a huge game standings-wise, but it's also a big game for this defense. Because if this Bengals team is going to make a playoff run without Joe Burrow, you can't bank on Jake Browning to go 32 of 37 every week. Joe Burrow didn't do that. And we know how great Joe Burrow is. So this defense, I'm really looking at them today. Can they force multiple turnovers? I think that's a big key, big factor. I hit on that in my Keys to Victory video. The other thing that I'm looking for today, can they get out to a lead early? They were able to rebound, and despite being down early against Jacksonville, they rallied back from 7-0. They rallied back from multiple 7-point deficits. And even after that devastating interception in the third quarter, they found a way to get back in the game, to tie the game and eventually take the lead and then get the win. We haven't seen that much from this team this year. I'm sure Zach Taylor and company would love to play with the lead throughout the game. So getting off to a quick start, maybe the defense forces a turnover early, gets off the field early, and gets the ball to Jake Browning, and they find a way to put some points on the board early, get the crowd involved. That would be big as well. The other news on Saturday that I wanted to touch on, and Andrew Foxmiller did a great video on this, on the investigation into Joe Burrow's wrist injury. The NFL concluded, and I think Jonathan Jones of CBS Sports was the first to report this, concluded that there was no wrongdoing. Shocker. I never hit on this. I never said anything about it because I felt one way about it. And I knew that there was no wrongdoing. I knew that Joe Burrow had suffered that injury on Thursday Night Football. It was silly. I'd written about it at All Bengals. I didn't do a dedicated video to it. I thought it was cool to have Andrew do the investigative reporting video, which hit on every angle. It's really worth your time. But no wrongdoing, no draft picks, no fines, and all of the opposing teams and fans that were saying, they're going to steal draft picks. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoy it. None of that happened. So rest easy, Bengals fans. I'm sure you didn't lose any sleep over that anyways, but I just wanted to share that with you here on our special game day report. It's Bengals. It is Colts. We will have you covered after the game with our post-game video, recapping the game. We'll obviously have Zach Taylor, Jake Browning, Jamar Chase, maybe T. Higgins. Could this be a T. Higgins game? I have a feeling that it's going to be tea time today at Paycor Stadium. It certainly needs to be. This offense needs to keep it rolling, be efficient, and defensively, like I said, all eyes on them. I'm expecting them, if the Bengals are going to win, this defense needs to play at a high level and force multiple turnovers. We will see you after the game. For Andrew Fox Miller, I'm James Rapien, and this is Cincinnati Bengals Talk. We'll see you in a few hours.